my Cessna 120 from 1946.
Pilots with an eye for form and function can probably agree that the Cessna 120 is an airplane with some serious appeal. The rounded rudder, conventional landing gear, and overall proportions create the classic light plane look. Kaitlin is quite an interesting gal, spending her time flying this beautiful Cessna 120, as well as working an airline job and volunteering at the Vintage Flying Museum. She keeps them flying, serving as a pilot for the C-47, doing Christmas light flights and airshow rides. On top of all of that, Kaitlin also instructs in her Cessna 120 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Exclusive walk-around content of the C-47 during this trip is available on our Patreon. Thanks, Kaitlin, for letting me fly your airplane.
So I bought this airplane when I was just about 25 years old in December of 2014 out of Claremore, Oklahoma. I was probably third or fourth owner of it from what I can tell inside the logbooks. The airplane has a Continental 0200 engine with 100 horsepower. It's got a climb prop on it right now with the Texas heat and wind. It's nice to have the climb performance. I hold 25 gallons of gas, so I plan for just over 5 an hour. I'll do 3-hour legs in the aircraft. Cruise speed is always a common question. On a good day, you're doing about 90 miles an hour. You can, if you get some altitude under, you can do about 100 true. And it's very economical, which is why I bought it. I don't have retractable gears, you can see. There's no flaps on this airplane. And I can operate in fuel for about 25 bucks an hour. So you can come up, fly as much as you want, and still have some money for dinner when you're done. I had my first flight, I got my amateur radio license at 12. And as a reward, I guess, I got a Young Eagles flight in a Little Piper. So that was my first flight. Started taking lessons more when I was 15, soloed on my 16th birthday. And then from there, it was kind of all history, as they say. Ended up doing the Purdue route, got my ratings. I'm an instructor here in the Fort Worth area just for fun. I work in Atlanta, Georgia, flying the 7576. So a little bit domestic, a little bit international. It's a good job. I think the coolest thing about flying Taildraggers, big or small, is that it's flying history typically. And you're keeping the legacy alive of the people who came before us. And, you know, this little plane here has allowed me actually to fly all the bigger stuff that I now also fly. And if it wasn't for something simple like this, wouldn't be where I am. So for me, it worked out great. So for Vintage Flying Museum, we have a DC-3. It's called Southern Cross through Greatest Generation Aircraft. And I volunteer my time to keep the legacy of that aircraft flying with passengers. We do parachutists, veteran rides, and just keep history going, really. So we do rides probably about once or twice a month, depending on the season. Summer's actually the hottest month. It's our maintenance time. So, you know, we have a Christmas light season coming up soon. About every night through November and December, we'll have people up in the aircraft. So it's pretty cool to share it with everyone and get other people excited. It's Vintage Flying Museum. We have a Facebook page. Most of our updates come through there. It's in conjunction with the Hangar Rats channel as well. We'll post events. Pancake breakfasts happen about once, twice a month. And then for the DC-3 rides, it's Greatest Generation Aircraft. I think it's gga1.org. But yeah, everything's through there. And the rides for the Christmas light season is coming up, as well as New Year's. It's really cool with the fireworks. And more people we get, the better. So.
All right, well, you ready to go fly?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful day here for once.
Let's do it.
So if you want to come up here to Alpha 6 on the right,
Gotcha.
ground's on COM 1 ready for you. And we're 72338. It's up here on the top for you. Vintage Flying Museum with Charlie ready for taxi.
Oh, I haven't been one of these in a while. Forgive me for being sloppy.
No, it's fine. You always go around. That's half the fun, right?
Got a quartering tail in now, so
Yeah, it's
right about there.
Somewhere. It'll tell you if you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a sock over here on the left, and we got a couple over on
Perfect.
as we come down. Yeah, if we just call them up before here, you want me to get her? You got it?
No, I don't mind getting it.
Okay.
Where's the pickle switch for?
Right there.
Right there? Okay.
Yep.
And we are at Meacham. Cool.
Yep, we're Vintage Flying Museum.
Meacham ground. Cessna 72338 is at Vintage Flying Museum, looking to taxi to the active.
Cessna 72338, Meacham Ground, runway 16, taxi via Alpha 6 or Mike, whichever works best. Alpha.
Did you say, sorry, I heard a notification.
Sorry, Alpha 6, Alpha.
Okay. Alpha 6, Alpha for Cessna 72338 for 16.
Sorry it's so hot today.
Oh, it's okay.
You can also come back when it's not hot. Once Alpha all the way down.
Alrighty.
Got what? 6,000 feet to practice.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years since I've been in the 140. I took a Cessna 150 Taildragger conversion over to California a couple weeks ago, but
yeah,
this is of course
it's
different.
similar. Was it a David Lowe conversion?
It was a low conversion.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. David. Just saw him the other week at the 120 convention.
Oh, okay.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
He's helped me with a lot of parts on this.
So would you say the 120 is a pretty good trainer? I mean, I got my endorsement in the 140. So.
Absolutely. I think it's an excellent trainer. It does exactly what you ask of it. It doesn't have any bad habits. They all have quirks, I guess, as you would say.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the absorbing effect as like an oleo strut, you know, on the bigger stuff. When you come in, obviously it's spring steel. But, you know, as I tell the guys I fly with, it's like, this is your landing attitude here. So you get 6,000 feet to figure out what that sight picture is for you, because for you it's different than me. And all we're going to do is just like keep away with that airplane onto the ground. And when she touches in this attitude, really.
That's like, what's going on?
Maybe this one too.
That's
go away. There we go. Just go away. Yeah, I'm usually straight chilling in here. It's so cheap, you know?
Yeah.
I always play my keep away and then it sets and you pin it. That way when you do something cray, you're at your slowest speed, right?
Yeah. Did he say not Alpha 2 or Alpha 3? It's just Alpha all the way at the end, right? Okay.
Yeah. We were on Alpha 6 out there.
Okay, gotcha.
So we have Mike and Alpha 6, but I can't get through on Mike because the 3's in the way. So.
Gotcha.
I'm normally in the big hangar where the dance is, but they have me in the north hangar with the tables and chairs. Yeah, I like the big airports, you know. It's nice having crash fire rescue, God forbid. It's nice having an approach. You have a big runway, FBO here, you know, if you want to go in and grab a snack or something.
Nothing wrong with the big airports. I always griped and grumbled about tower controllers at big airports because a lot of the times they don't really get GA and it's a real pain.
Yeah.
But I mean, coming in here today, it seemed like they were pretty reasonable, real nice people.
Yeah, they're super nice here. I've had mostly good experiences. It's a beautiful Comanche over there.
Oh, that one with the taper window? Yeah, that's pretty.
Yes, please.
Dad's got a Comanche 260. He's got all the toys.
Oh, heck yeah.
All the toys.
I want something that goes fast. I love this airplane, don't get me wrong. I absolutely do, but I also like to go places.
RV, check out. What do you think of RVs?
I know. I'm looking at an 8. I shouldn't do it.
All right.
So we've got a whole run-up area over here.
Yeah.
Just past the ILS area. I usually just tuck up on that side in case something larger than me shows up, which isn't hard to have happen. I think I'm the smallest flying airplane at this field. And that's fine. I've been up to Chicago in this. I've been to Indianapolis International. I've been to Love Field. I mean, don't let the size of the plane limit your adventures.
Oh, definitely. Okay, so flight controls free and correct, up, down, little booty wiggle back there.
Yep.
Mixtures full reach are, sorry, give her a little bit.
Oh, you're good.
But we're good, not on both, on left like you said.
Yep,
Trim set for takeoff, and all of this looks good. Mags on both, master, alternator, no circuit breakers out.
Nope.
You got any grievances?
No grievances. I use 1700 RPM, mag check both sides, and the carb heat's conveniently placed so like when you're flying, you go around, you just grab it with your thumb.
All right, carb heat check good, check her at idle, make sure she still runs.
Okay.
Get her back, still runs with carb heat at idle, cool.
Dope.
Primer's in and locked, everything looks good to me. Call tower?
Yeah, so towers are here in 18.3, got that set up. So we can just take off VFR, you want to call northwestbound, just over the lake and come back?
Yeah,
it's a short hop, it's like 6-7 miles, and whenever you're bored and want to come back, come back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pull up to the hold short here.
Yeah, it's, you can see the red numbers. It's kind of hard to see when you're in the small airplanes. They're made for jets. And I typically give it, once it's full throttle, I mean, it's just a gradual application. I do about 3 potatoes. It'll come up, the tail will come up, and then just fly off
when she's ready.
Yeah, all the airspeeds are marked on the G5, so.
Perfect.
All Cessnas fly at 3 o'clock, so if you like the mechanical one, when it gets to 3 o'clock,
perfect.
go fly.
All right. And we're at Meacham, okay. Meacham traffic, Cessna 72338 is holding short 16 Alpha, looking for a northwest departure.
Cessna 72338, Meacham Tower, right downwind departure approved, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 16, northwest departure approved for Cessna 72338.
Alright, we'll take the right down one, he said, so I turn on all my lights, so if all switches are up, we're clear to do a thing, whether it's land or takeoff. That's how I run the airplane. Keeps it easy.
Tower, Seneca, 4 Alpha Echo on the RNAV 16 request for the option.
Well, I've got a slight crosswind, so I'll get in with that aileron early.
Meacham Tower, continue about report.
This one's mostly down the runway, that one's kind of showing direct cross, so work your magic. I should be off by about the 1,000 footers.
Wind 19014, gust 21.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly down the runway. Alright, 1, 2, 3, there's your potatoes. Tail should come up by now. I can feel the wind on her. There she goes, nice and easy. And you'll feel her start to get a little light. Just drive her, drive her, drive her. And then point the nose right at the horizon and she'll climb out flat. Beautiful.
I don't know if you do that too, just immediately crab into the wind to keep your center line.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody taught me that, I forget.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It gives me a place to go if I need it.
Yeah.
This climbs out real good, about 79 or so. For me, it's horizon plus an inch.
Gotcha.
Already got 250 feet under us. I like it.
Man, that's not bad.
Got a climb prop and 100 horsepower, so it helps.
Yeah.
It's under 1,000 pounds empty, so it's a pretty light airplane in the scheme of things.
What altitude do you like to start turning your crosswind?
I don't know, 500 feet. Whatever keeps me over pavement. I try and be practical about it, you know?
Gotcha.
Oh. Hey, tower. Other notable landmarks, you got Lockheed Martin over here, where they're making the F-35s. It's kind of cool, something different.
Very cool.
You got Yale Big Airport of Meacham. I love it. 2 runways. Lots of training here for students. And we can just kick this out, point up over that red building, and that'll give us clear of Navy's airspace out that way. I've also got the fancy lines drawn up on here. If you notice, I don't usually fly with an iPad because who I am as a person, I guess. There's too much stuff to look at. Wonderful Texas easy breezy colorful day, huh?
Oh yeah. And it's bringing me back. That's cool.
Oh, it's awesome. If you're ever up here again, want to come fly? I mean,
yeah, definitely.
Plane's got free gas because I just give them my credit card. It's on file.
Hey, don't tempt me with a good time.
You probably already have insurance, means I would imagine. So
yeah, I should be covered with the hours I got. 1,500 sound good to you? Altitude, sorry.
Oh, I don't care.
Is that good for you?
1,500, 25, whatever. I don't care. As long as we're over 1,000 AGL, we're in a good spot. Beautiful day. You can actually see Dallas. Texas Motor Speedway over there.
Okay, 6 Alpha Echo.
About 2 o'clock. This is a town of Saginaw.
To get past Echo real quick, just downwind. I'll call that base turn.
Roger, I'll slow it down a bit for you.
See if we can find that World War II airplane's kind of cool. Hicks Airport's up here about 2 o'clock. There's a whole conglomeration of white hangars there you see.
Yep, got
That's at an angle. Yeah. So that one's Hicks. And then Copeland's just off our nose over there.
Echo, runway 16.
Kind of cool.
For the option on the go left.
Yeah, that's the DFW area. It's pretty up here.
It's not bad. No. So for being almost 80 years old, it's a full IFR platform. You've got real-time winds aloft on here. I don't know if you noticed, it also shows you a density altitude before takeoff, which is awesome. It's about 3,100 feet today.
Yeah, we got 4 Alpha.
And it's cool training aids for people.
Now
so
fly on the inbound.
You get them up here.
216.
And
Alpha Echo, you are cleared to land.
They put some data points behind the theory, and they can see it work in real time.
Thank you.
So he should be almost out of our way. I'll zoom in here and make sure we don't clip just the end of that guy. We might want to come a tad right over this new Eagle Mountain High School.
Is that the Navy guys over there?
Yep,
the Naval
that's Navy.
Okay.
Usually they're not doing ops on the weekends. You can ask to go through it, but
gotcha.
Yeah. So Copeland's Airport, we talked about, is over here at 11 o'clock. There's some really...
Quick change approved, see you in a bit.
That's us.
Frequency change approved, see you in a bit. Cessna 72338.
Good deal. Yeah, so he's it's about 11 o'clock. There's some really large buildings about an inch below the horizon and a big open space.
Okay.
That's his field. He's got 2 huge runways out there. And he also does like helicopter NVG training and stuff. And anything else under the sun. Yeah, anything you want to look out or do, or whenever you want to go back?
Just go,
don't care.
Sure, well, maybe we'll circle over the lake for a little bit, and then head back, do a landing or something like that.
Yeah, whatever
All
you want.
good.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, I just come up and go on patrol.
Yeah.
And when the sun starts to go down, it's real cool because, well, I still have it here actually. You get your shadow, and I'll put my shadow on the boats.
Oh my gosh.
And I will do my best to track boats, and it's awesome, especially like when a jet ski guy wants to play along. It's so much fun.
Do people actually pick up on it?
Oh yeah, you can tell they're being followed. They're like, why is it shady? It's sunny out. They're like, it's me. That's right. I have an airplane, you don't.
That's fun.
Oh, it's amazing. But you do it with students and stuff too, because ground reference maneuvers I always found to be kind of boring.
Yeah.
But if you give it a practical application of like, I want to chase a boat or follow police cars on a run, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It kind of turns it into a neat experience for everybody.
Transition back is approved.
I mean, that's a really unique perspective. I've never even thought of doing that. That's fun.
Yeah.
Go clear Alpha at it.
Absolutely. So I do not have ADS-B in this. I do have out.
Okay.
But I have TIS-A, and we're in a TIS-A service area here in DFW, so I have traffic still on my map.
Oh, that's
in
really
the panel,
helpful.
so I don't have to futz around with the iPad again.
Nice.
I don't mind the iPad. I have a mount for that.
19016 gust 21.
Just in my way. There's always something fun to get into out here, though.
Oh, they got like some sailing boats out there. That's cool.
Right? And you put your shadow on them.
Cessna 7 Golf, right hand turn out to northwest.
Yep. And then Party Cove is up here, so you can go see all the shenanigans.
Touch and go.
This is literally all I do with this thing, because I go up and just look at stuff.
It's like spy on people.
Yeah, it's awesome. Everyone's like, you're flying a drone in my backyard. And I'm like, I don't need a drone, I have me.
Yeah.
That's why I like the high wing, too. I can see stuff.
Highways are fun.
Oh my
Highways
gosh.
are fun. You get to race the cars and stuff.
Oh yeah. You can put your shadow on a car too, but sometimes they pass you and it's not fun anymore. It reminds you how slow you are.
You ever thought about getting floats?
Not on this, but yeah, I've thought about doing seaplane stuff.
Yeah.
So Mr. Runyon with the widgeon out there, the green one that's on the ramp, he also owns that Twin Beach, and I've been flying with him. He's trying to get me checked out on his insurance for both at some point.
And that would be badass.
It's a work in progress. I went to the Beach 18
Wind
clinic.
20014 gust 21.
It's fine. The winds
Well,
are...
you'll be on it with me, because again, I'm not super duper current, but I'm not. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
It was real sporty in the Champ when we flew in this morning too.
Runway 16
fine.
for the option.
All you do is just go around, do it again, man. That's what the go-around lever's for. It's the black one.
Yep.
Damn, that house is huge down there. Under your left wing is insane. It's got two pools, man. I look at that and I'm like, that's nuts. Tell people crazy.
Could you imagine having that much house?
I wouldn't want to take care of it. If
No,
me
me neither.
I have
honestly.
no desire. Like, I'd like to go party at it.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
One
Go
of
jump in the
those
pool.
two. Okay, just behind your shoulder, right off your left shoulder, there's a castle down there too.
No way.
Yeah. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Too much money.
That's pretty. It's like a rocky overlook. Very pretty.
Absolutely. That's kind of crazy. There's a couple good marinas down here, some good eats. Have some friends with some boats. It's only 15 minutes from my house, but I just don't get out here a lot. Yeah, so I have interior and wings to go, and I don't know what I want to do with the interior. I might detail out the paint, maybe, or I might do nothing.
You do like Art Deco-y kind of a thing?
Yeah, it's hot and it takes up even more space, and it's not a big airplane.
Have you seen the piano key?
Yep, on the 140s, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
I don't know if they did that with the 120 or not, but
I think it was all the 140s and maybe the 140As.
gotcha.
They're awesome. They're really fun to click the keys.
Yeah,
I like
it's neat looking.
Yeah.
I'll call Tower and let them know we're inbound.
Yep, we're
What's the name of this lake again?
we're over Eagle Mountain Lake. We're 7 miles to the northwest.
Perfect. Meacham Tower, Cessna 72338, 7 miles to the northwest over Eagle Lake, looking for a full stop.
Number 72338 Meacham Tower. I've got traffic outbound to the northwest is a Cessna. They're currently midfield on the west-hand side. They're climbing out of 2000. And for now, let's make straight in for runway 17, and if I can get you sidestep to 16, I'll do it.
Straight in for 17, we'll amend to 16 if possible, and we'll keep an eye out for that traffic for Cessna 72338.
Prefer 16, but that's fine.
And 338 Navy is closed. If you want to cut that corner, it is approved. You can go direct to the numbers for now.
Direct to the numbers, cut the corner for Cessna 72338.
Good deal. Got a tour of the F-35 plant there, and it was super dope.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. It was awesome.
F-35s are pretty cool. I used to not like them very much because I wanted to fly the A-10, but then I was like, well, I'm not going to do that either, so I can at least admit they're cool.
I mean, I want the 22. Like, the F-22 is my favorite. Absolutely love the 22.
Yeah, they're cool airframes, too.
Wind 190, 13, gust 19er.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's fine.
Okay, so our setup, typical setup, right? We don't have flaps. We got the carb heat in this thing, which we'll probably pull when. I always like to make corrections. You correct me if I'm wrong. When I get too close to the runway, because isn't that when you're most likely to lose an engine? Is if you're messing with the RPM.
Yeah,
so.
that's what they say. I don't know.
I haven't experienced that yet, but you know.
I try and stay within gliding distance, and if it quits, I'm at the airport. So.
Gotcha.
But gusty days like today, obviously, it's nice to have an engine.
Cessna 338, traffic cleared. Stop your nose, 1,000 feet above you, opposite direction, no factor.
Traffic in sight, no factor. Cessna 72338.
Cessna 338, roger. And just keep it inbound. I've got one that's in that left-hand traffic. It's a Seneca. If I can get you squeezed into 16, I'll still do it.
Okay.
If we can squeeze into 16, we'll do it. Another traffic pattern, we'll keep an eye out for him. For Cessna 72338.
If you want to slow it up too, maybe I might increase our chances. 17's fine, it's just small.
Roger, I have the request. Continue left traffic.
Left traffic, Alpha Echo. Copy that.
Yeah, we're still aiming for 17, which will be the small one, and then if we get sidestepped, it'll be 16. It's just a shitty day to be out.
Cessna 338, change to runway 16. Runway 16, you are cleared to land at number 1. The long landing is approved. Back to Vintage.
Number 1, long landing for 16, Cessna 72338. Thank you, we appreciate that.
Hell yeah. That's pretty dope. So then I can like totally nerd out and like tune the ILS, you know? And just activate that.
That's pretty baller.
Yeah.
Have you gone from
Maryland 900 Kilo, Mike, if you could just pull that speed back about 30 knots for me.
We're going to slow down for night.
I don't have the fuel endurance for a freaking, you know, alternate.
Skyhawk 6307
So you can take that, probably take it down to almost idle as we come down.
6307 Juliet.
I fly final about 70.
Ready for northwest departure.
Skyhawk 630.
So that'll be 70 on the inside of this one, or the big number on that one.
Runway 6307 Juliet.
If you end up having to slip, you're more than welcome. This thing slips like throwing a brick out the window. It's great.
I'm used to the airplane I fly.
Alpha Echo, you're the inside of a Merlin, currently on a 9-mile final. Traffic you're looking to follow is a tan high-wing Cessna, currently joining about a half-mile final for 16 report.
Yellow, tan.
Copy that. We'll look at the traffic for Alpha Echo.
So I usually just try and play keep away, hold it in landing attitude, and I just work her back. And if it starts to get gusty or blowy, either add power or go around. No harm, no foul.
I think we look pretty good for a long landing if that works for you.
We've got plenty of room to go around if we need it from there. Sequence.
Baron 871 Juliet Bravo Meacham Tower, working on the IFR release.
Thank you, sir.
And then I'm going to try a tail low wheelie.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck.
Or whatever you'd like me to do. Whatever you prefer.
No, I'm along for the ride.
Now
This is
8-mile
great.
final, 120 knots is a Merlin. Runway 16, you are cleared to land. Number 2, following the Cessna crossing the threshold. I will have my spacing by the time you cross the threshold.
It's also windy, man. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
My landing speed's good for 3-point. It wouldn't be as good for a wheel, so I think you're about right.
It feels alright.
Yep, just watch the end come up. There she goes.
Give her a little flare. Oh, that was a 3-point. Aileron's in.
There you go. Nicely
Well, not my best.
done.
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
I'm a perfectionist. I try to be the best I can, but...
Oh, that just means you get to come back and fly again. Awesome.
Well, it wasn't what I called, so I'm pissed about that, but...
No. I saw that.
And Cessna 338, just minimal delay. If possible, down to Alpha 2 for me, left at Alpha 2, ground point 9er.
Expedite Alpha 2 for Cessna 72338 and contact ground.
Alright. Half-mile in trail, you've got a little bit of time. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That'll be just fine. It will try and spin on you with the wind just because it's so...
Yeah. Meacham ground, Cessna 72338, taxi back to Vintage Flying Museum.
Cessna 72338, Meacham ground, taxi to the Flying Museum via Alpha 6, or Mike, whichever works best.
Alpha 6 for Cessna 72338. Thank you guys for the help.
Alrighty, nav lights go off, tacky lights come on, and we kind of reach around. You good? You have your workout for today?
Yeah, definitely.
It's different, huh?
It's always fun in a new airplane, and it's gusty, so.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that bad.
Expertly handled. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Yeah, it's a fun airplane to fly, you know?
Well, Kaitlin, that was a blast. Thank you so much for flying with me.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was just, I love a 120, man. My dad's got a 140, and this one it's real similar. It feels just like it. So
Well, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Ton of fun.
You guys check out the Vintage Flying Museum here in Fort Worth, Texas. I'll have that linked below. You definitely give them a follow. Come out, visit, donate, get a ride on the C-47. We'll have some content of that too. Yeah, y'all come out, support. We appreciate our patrons to our Patreon. Every little bit helps me do this for a living. So y'all go check us out. That link is also in the description. And like, follow, and subscribe. See y'all next time.